Hello there guys, welcome to another Tuesday with Mrs. Frog and myself.
Hi!
So today we're going to be running Mrs. Frog through this Banshee. It's a tomb Banshee to be precise, from Age of Sigmar, so we're going to be teaching her how to paint it. I'm just loading up the chat so I can't see at the moment who's on, but welcome one and all. So Mrs. Frog's chosen her own colours. So we'll have a look at those in just a second. There we go. Mrs. Frog, why don't you tell everybody what colours you've chosen for this?
Red and black, just like my old goth cape.
So what bits are going to be red and what bits are going to be black?
Red on the outside, I'm going to do some black inside. Don't really know what else we're going to do. We'll figure it out as we go along.
Perfect.
New music.
I'm just getting the music sorted now for us. Hey Keith, how's it going, my man? Right, let's try turning this music up. Right, okay, so do you want to get started then, Mrs. Frog? So let's just have a look at that. So we're going to do the underside of the cloak. And we're going to go with the, let's have a look, what's this one here? The Basilicum Grey.
Big brush.
Big brush. Why the hell not? Hey Hunter, hi Air, hi Ryan. Ryan says that the dog and him are watching the stream. Woohoo!
Hey dog!
So apparently this is exactly the way that Mrs. Frog used to look in her formative years. I'm just getting the chair, sorry. That's what that banging was. There we go, that's the music sorted. Let's just turn that down ever so slightly so we can hear it. There we go. Right, so we're just going to be using Basilicum Grey here just to do the underskirt. And then after we've done that, we're going to be going red all over the cloak, and then she's got a bodice as well that we need to do. So how is everybody today? Mother-in-law, alt girl, welcome in. MDH Born says, Bork. Hey, not a problem at all, Hunter. Absolutely my pleasure. Ryan just realised again that it's Mrs. Frog that's painting. That's why we've got the logo up in the top left-hand corner so you know who's painting. That's it. Slow and steady. she's got that. That's it. That little bit as well. If you have a look on the camera, so tilt the model back round. She's got this holy bit here, and then underneath that there's a bit that you've missed. That's it. And then in the holy bit as well. Gigio, welcome in. Hello, buddy. Yeah, so how's everybody doing? MDH, you're good, are you?
Isn't the mic going to pick that up off your phone? You've got the volume on.
No, I've got the volume. My volume's okay.
Why are we using contrast paints and not paints?
So we're using contrast paints because this is quite ethereal. We're going to be using the contrast paints just to get the base colours down, because we can always then go back ahead and darken that down afterwards. And contrast paints are really good for stuff like cloth to get the colours down quick.
Okay.
So we're going to use another cheaty method as well on the skin, because the skin's it's meant to be ethereal, isn't it? So we're going to use a hawk turquoise wash as well on that. Let's just have a look at the model. So everything's looking pretty hunky and dory on that. So we're not going to go full black on this yet. We can do that afterwards. Oh, you got into Lucifer, did you, MDH? Nice. Yeah, never been a fan of Lucifer, never quite got into it, but I've heard really good things. What was the, Mrs. Frog, what was the series that you were into? That you watched? Just John, is it?
Yeah, the first series was good, didn't really rate the second one. Okay.
Okie dokie, so let's put the Basilicum Grey down and then we'll switch it over to the red. MDH has finished season 1 of Lucifer. Yeah, we finished off Prison Break, didn't we? Well, you did.
The whole of the cloak apart from...
The bodice bit, yeah.
What about round her waist?
So not round her waist, so the top half, she's wearing like a corset. So it's the outside of the cloth, and then she's wearing like a bodice and a back shoulder. I don't know, this part here. So if I point it out on here, so this is her bodice, and then this part here we're not painting either.
What about her sleeves?
So the sleeves and then like the outside
Skirt.
dress bit, skirt, yeah, that's going to be in the red. Big Rivet Splitter, you've made it in. Welcome, buddy. Hive Army as well. Evening. Hive, have you come over from Instagram, or are you a new subscriber? I don't recognise your name on there. Hunter suggests us watching King Kong, the 8th Wonder of the World from 1933.
Nice.
Cedro as well, yes boy, welcome in. Howdy. Oh, lovely, nice. Hive Army is one of our new subscribers. He caught the Necron video last week and really enjoyed it.
Welcome to the Frog family.
Indeedy so, my good man. So yeah, we stream every single day, weekday from 7 PM onwards. We've got a different type of stream every single day. So Tuesdays is always Mrs. Frog learning to paint. She's a complete noob for us. So we go gentle and easy on her, or we try to.
Not what they were saying last time.
No, you've done everything from Steve the Marine to
Yeah, we need a name for this lady, so something Banshee.
Bernadette the Demon, Claudette the Demonette. Oh, Mech's having serious lags. I've got it on my phone just to check the quality and sound and everything, and it's not sounding too bad on my end. Ryan, if I did Age of Sigmar Army, I would go with Daughters of Cain. The models look really cool. Yeah, mate. I've always been an Orc player, as you guys know, so I've just looked at Shadespire, the Shadespire models. Yeah, there we go. Tech expert in the house. Original. Welcome in, Original. I didn't see you slide in there.
Hey, Mr. Richard.
So Original says just reload it. Hennessy, the Banshee. Oh, no problems, Mrs. Ritz. You take care. Have an awesome day at work.
See you later, Mrs. Ritz.
Mac reckons it's his internet connection. So how are you finding this so far then, Mrs. Frog?
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all. It's looking tasty. Don't forget to do the inside of the skirt on there.
I'm doing now, Mr. Frog.
Hunter says, what was the favourite part of his minis? Your Night Lords bloke was really nice, buddy. I really like the lighting effect that you got on there. And you do lenses very well on Space Marines. Definitely, Hunter. Mrs. Ritz says, have a great day, Mrs. Frog. Good to see you.
Thank you very much, you too.
Yeah, have a wonderful day at work. So how's it going on there? I'm struggling to see over your shoulder. Not looking too bad. Oh, do you know what? I find painting lenses quite hard, I'll be honest with you. I know how to do them. Obviously, we've got the introductory video on Instagram that I did. But they're, I don't know about anybody else in the chat, but lenses on Space Marines, or any lenses in general, I tend to find extremely hard going, especially trying to get all the paint in the right places. What's my favourite mini to paint? Original, my favourite mini. Oh, obviously once I paint one, I generally tend to move on. I don't generally tend to paint the same miniature over and over again, except with Orcs, where I've painted probably about 500 or 600. That being said, my favourite mini of the past year, I've got to be honest, those Necrons, those silver Necrons, they divided the community. Some people thought they were super blingy, and others thought that they were, you know, just right. I'm on the just right point on that. I really enjoyed painting with that mirror paint. Aside from that, I'm currently working on the rarest Orc, which is one from a Forge World Open Day. I think I showed it in the Patreon chat. It's the robot. The grot riding the robot Orc, and that one I'm really enjoying painting at the moment. But I'll be honest with you, I enjoy whatever miniature I'm painting at that particular time. Or I enjoy whatever miniature I've just because I don't necessarily always enjoy the miniature that I'm painting. I enjoy whichever miniature I've finished painting, I think is the best way to go. Keith says, Hunter, you should join Patreon and get to share all your miniatures with Red. Yes, definitely. And my favourite miniatures to play with have got to be Orcs. I love my Orcs. So, yeah, definitely. Oh, Hunter, in terms of Patreon, it's like $2 a month. or £2 a month, or €2 a month, whichever locale you're in, and that gets you access to the Discord. So it's not too much. But no, I completely understand. It's not an issue, buddy. Mr. Frog, when I was a child, I loved orcs and have so many. I have lots and lots of models because I couldn't make my mind up what army I have. Yes, decision paralysis happens to us all. I have a lot of unfinished orcs. What's the thing that Mrs. Ritz says? Mrs. Ritz says that they're not. It's not a pile of shame.
Pile of shame.
It's a pile of potential.
Have I done that wrong? Should I have not done her back?
Yeah, that's right. You shouldn't have done the back like that. That's okay. We can change it. It's not an issue. Just do the other sleeves on there. Oh, Keith, thank you so much. Big hearts, my man. Yeah, the Patreon's just like one big family. So obviously it helps me to buy miniatures and do this side of things, but it's more than that. It's about a community. So we have over 30 people in there. And there's always people to chat to and chill, share your models with. And it's just one big family. It's awesome. Right, so how are we coming along, Mrs. Frog?
Apart from messing up the back piece.
How are you finding it? That's okay. We're going to do the back piece in like a dark leather, so it will cover it up nice. That red's a bit bright, isn't it? MDH, if you can drive from Bedford to the Midlands, then you can come and collect one of my studio lamps off me. I bought 2, and 1 is giving us all this light. So 2, I think it would take the colours out of my eyes.
More blobbing.
That's okay. Part of being a beginner, Mrs. Frog, it's learning that brush control. Ryan says, to be fair, Mrs. Frog, the model's looking amazing so far.
Thank you, Ryan.
Right, I've also changed my mind. We're going to go back to Basilicum Grey, and you're going to do the hair in the Basilicum Grey contrast as well. Because it's like a whitey grey on the model. Ooh! Tell you what we could use. The one I haven't tried this contrast yet. Let's try this one. A quick shake up. MDH says, love the Discord. Such a pleasant and supportive place. It is. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and I mean that in like a loving dad kind of way. We're going to use this one instead.
No, I just need to go in to collect the blob.
Oh, right, okay.
Not that it really covers the blob.
It's okay. Right then, there we go. So this is apothecary white, and we're going to do her hair and her skin in apothecary white. MDH says, thank you, Daddy Frog. That's not weird at all. So this apothecary white is going to give us a really nice like light grey for her hair, and we're going to do the same thing on her skin as well. So you're going to do her face and her hands for this as well. Daddy Frog, oh my god. Guys, okay. That's the last time that you guys call me Daddy Frog. That is not going to become a thing. Yeah, there we go. So all of her face and then her hands as well. Papa Frog? Nicole? Papa? No, 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 no! What about Lord Frog or something equally grandiose? Grandpa Frog. Oh, that's going even worse. No! I'm not that old. I know I have grey hair, but I don't feel that old. Count Frog. Yeah. Keith says no, it's Papa Frog and Grandpa Keith. Okay, yep, you can be Gramps, Keith. You're older, wiser, and far more sillier than I am. Brilliant. So one thing I hadn't mentioned with this is when I was spray painting this mould, I actually spray painted it a grey to start off with, and then we did a zenithal highlight on the top of the model with white. So using the contrast, it's going to give us a natural, as you can see, the colour shift from the base of the model there, where it's a darker red, and as Mrs. Frog turns it, it's got the richer, lighter red coming through with the contrast. Mrs. Frog, ever the perfectionist here. No, the hair's not bolt gun metal at all. It's apothecary white, which is giving that really nice white look to it. We're going to go in with some pork turquoise ink in a bit on the face, so it's just going to be a 2-coat on there, but it's going to give this really nice ethereal look to it.
Is that part of her sleeve down there?
That is part of her sleeve. It looks like a wizard's sleeve.
I'm now officially part of the international thingy of brush lickers.
Yeah, you're doing it as force of habit now. Oh, Hunter, I'm fed up of painting Space Marines for the moment, but I always go back to my orcs. I'm painting orcs at the moment, matey. I try and read the chat as much as possible, but when I'm doing the painting under normal circumstances, obviously I don't get to be able to read it all. But so tomorrow I'll be painting my orc. Just whilst Mrs. Frog's letting that dry, I'll give you a quick sneaky peek. So this is the guy that I'm currently working on. I'm doing a video on him as well. He's a model that you can't get for love nor money. He was part of the Forge World Open Day about 10 years ago. You know the camera's sensitive enough to pick up you cracking your neck, right?
It's a good one, that was.
Oh no! The dog just left. It's just him. It's just Ryan now.
Aww. Oh, we've had some really good doggy news today.
Yeah?
So our puppy's been to the vets today, just for his vaccinations. They were due in May, but obviously COVID, so the vets wouldn't let us go. So he's been today. But about 15 months ago, he was incredibly overweight, as you can imagine for a Labrador.
He liked his treats and didn't like his walks. So he's been
weighed today, and he's lost 8.35 kilos, which is 18.4 pounds. In 15 months, and he's had a blood test, and he's as healthy as a horse. So yeah, it's been a really good puppy day for us.
Hive says, I get so excited to paint my Imperial Fist, and then I remember all of the Marines I'd have to paint. Oh god, yeah. Thank God for yellow contrast paint, to be fair.
Where's this one going?
So this is on the bodice. So this is you hiding your mistakes. So it's going on the bodice and the back of her, that hood thing that she's got around the outside, around the back of her head. So you've got to be a little bit careful with this. Do you want to change to a smaller brush, Mrs. Frog, or do you want to stick with your big brush?
I'll do a big brush. And then... So round her waist, is it doing that as well?
Yes, yeah. So she's got like her corset on, I suppose you call it. MDH says, sounds to me like treats and not walks. Yeah, that's my fault. He's very good at doing puppy eyes, so yeah, he was getting obese. Obviously now he's lost, well, if he was 38 and he's down to 30, he's lost almost 25%. He's lost at least 20% of his old body weight. But you know, the worst thing is when we took him to the vets, so he went from, oh, you really need to watch his weight and put him on a better balanced diet and blah blah blah, and here's a bag of dog food for £100, which is what he's been on for the past year. And now, with him losing all the weight and bounding about like a puppy, they're now worried that he's losing too much weight. He's bob on what he needs to be. Syndrome, welcome into the chat as well, buddy. Hello, didn't see you slide into the DMs. You know, you can't win. No, do you know what it is, MDH? It's bloody vets. The same as doctors, to be fair. They will find any which way they can to squeeze money out of you. So your dog's too fat, or your dog's too thin, or your dog's not walking properly, or you know, your dog's walking sideways, or oh, look at that, he's up on the ceiling now. Like, they'll find any which way to squeeze any sort of money out of you. Blood test, £200 for a blood test. Do you know how many models that is to paint? It's a lot. Yeah, damn straight they're like attorney's key. Bleed you dry given half the chance. Keith says they're paid to create problems, not solve them. Oh, Syndrome's got to go in a sec because his wife wants to watch Walking Dead. Is the latest one?
Which series?
Yeah, has the latest one come out? Because they stopped it, didn't they? They stopped filming the second half of this.
It was filmed. It's the couldn't do the effects of COVID.
Oh yeah, but have they got that sorted yet or not?
So I think it's just the last bit, isn't it? The last bit of the last series that hasn't aired.
Ryan says, so I'm allowed to say slide into the DMs, but they can't call me Daddy Frog. Yeah, that's right, mate.
Right, I'm struggling to understand where her sleeves start and her bodice stops.
So you've got it spot on where you are now. That's exactly right. MDH says not yet, it's like one episode left. Ah, right. The Boys, what's the latest one that's out on, oh god, is it Amazon TV? The one with the superheroes in it, that's like real life, what if superheroes were in real life? Is that The Boys? Like the advert is the one where the guy who can run fat like the Flash just runs straight through somebody and there's blood and guts everywhere. Yeah, that's on my hit list. That's on my ones to watch. But to be fair, I need to find somewhere to rip it from because I'm not paying for the subscription in order to get it because I'm cheap like that. And then you've got to do her, sorry, just back to Mrs. Frog, you've got to do her capey bit as well. The bit
All
sticking,
of it?
Yeah, all of it. The bit sticking up at the back. And then what we're going to do after this is we're going to hit this with soft tone wash soft tone wash from Army Painter, and this whole thing's going to come alive. binge watched it 2 nights ago, The Boys. Okay, right. Well, in that case, then I might just have to get. Is it Amazon? Where's it on? Is it Amazon Prime? Is it? Yeah, Amazon Prime. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to pick that up then. We've got... Hang on, didn't your student discount...
No,
Sorry, Mrs. Frog. It's only for delivery. We've got, we've got like a student discount because Mrs. Frog still counts as a student up until the end of the year. Oh. He's called A-Train. Ah, wicked. Okay. I might have to bite the bullet and get Amazon Prime then, because we've got Netflix and we've got Sky, which is
Mum's got it. Go
UK
spend some
cable.
time with your mother-in-law.
Yeah, that sound. Mother-in-law, can I borrow your Amazon Prime password, please? Awesome. If you just post it in the chat and then we can pick it up on there, then, mother-in-law. Your mum says that I need to be good to her. I always am. I'm your second favourite son-in-law.
I'd say come around and cook your dinner, but I wouldn't wish that on you. So.
No, I'm a terrible cook. I'll get you fish and chips. How about that? Oh, speaking of Russians, if you type into YouTube, for all those Second World War fans out there, if you type into YouTube T-34 movie, you can get the Russian. It's a Russian film. It was released, I think, 2018, and it is early 2019. That is a fantastic film. Mrs. Frog says she doesn't like pasta bake. Girl does even. Oh dear. How are we doing on that?
So that should have been red then.
So we can't see the. There we go. So what should
so
have been
up
red?
there should have been red, maybe.
No, that's okay. No, that's fine. So you've done the top of the sleeve. So the bit that's white now needs to be the brown that you're painting. You need to lick your brush to get the point back again. That is all I can cook. I can cook toast as well, but pasta bake is my forte. That, and I'm able to mash potatoes real good. I'm chief mashed potatoer in the family. Oh yes, I've watched Fortress War as well, Hunter. That's another really good one. There's The White Tiger as well, which is another Russian film, really good. And also, whilst we're on the subject of foreign war films, if you can't find it for free, but it's well worth paying for. It's called Warsaw. I think it's Warsaw 1945. I think that's what it's called. But it follows a little lad who is there during the invasion of Warsaw by the Germans. Let me just double check and I'll tell you the exact name of the film, because that is probably one of the best current war films I've seen. It hit me as hard as Schindler's List did. It's called Warsaw 1944, there we go. Oh, Gordon, welcome in as well. Hello, buddy.
Where's that?
grey wash.
Really light.
The light one, there we go. Peanut and butter jelly sandwich. Original says he's the expert on that.
I've never tried it.
Peanut butter and jam.
Never had it.
Oh,
Like
it's
peanut butter.
almost as good as peanut butter and banana. Mr. Frog, if you could choose an army in the Xenos Tab 40k, not orcs, what would you go with? Tyranids. I've always wanted to paint. There's 2 Tyranid colour schemes that I've always wanted to paint. The first one is like a really dark metallic metal. Almost like, we get them over here, they're little black beetles and they've got like a very slight metallic sheen to them. I've always wanted to paint Tyranids in that scale, in that colour scheme, like almost like a black metallic. It's got like an iridescent look to it. And the other one I've wanted to paint as well for them is, like a really bright red and blue, like super vibrant colour. MDH says the wife heard that and went, ew! No, it looked awesome, I promise you.
Yeah.
Right, ta-da! Cool, okay. So, next up, we're going to get Soft Tone out. So, Soft Tone is Army Painter. Show that to the camera. And they do soft tone, strong tone, and dark tone. This stuff is freaking amazing. So let's get the pot out, and you're going to do a little blob of that. That's it. Dip your paintbrush in water. Cool. And then mix it in. So you can put it on quite thick, or you can do it slightly dulled down like we're doing, and then you're painting that everywhere bar the hair and the skin. Second favourite paint. Well, what can we say? I've got a whole plethora of paints to choose from. Hunter, I cook food like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. First I put the meat, then I put the ice cream. Good lad. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same as well. I don't cook very well. I tell you, the best food I can cook, I do a really mean ready meal. 2 minutes in the microwave, then pudding. Awesome sauce. Keep going. This army painter, the soft tone, is going to add like a filter over the top of all of it. It's actually how the French miniature painters paint. So they'll do slabs of colour, and then they'll put a strong wash over the top of it all, and put, this is like a yellowy brown filter. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to put a yellowy brown filter over the whole lot of it. Your mum says it's a good job you're a good cook.
His actually just starved to death by now.
See, they keep saying this, they tease me. Me and Mrs. Frog met about 10 years ago, and I survived 28 years up until the point I met her. I did very well. I had pasta bake, I had ready-made meals, bacon sandwiches and ice cream. And I don't think there's anything else that a growing lad needs. I used to do, just a bit further forwards, I used to do pasta and tomato ketchup when I was a student. Shall I move this camera a little bit further back for you? Is that going to work? Nope. Sorry guys for the shaky cam.
I'll probably headbutt it now.
Well, we can't have everything, can we? There we go, you've now got to keep your hands in that position. I'm just going to adjust the focus on it because it's a little bit too... Let's try and get the focus up better on it.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Let me just get the... So, now we've done that. So on a different part, you're going to get... So same again, you're going to do this with turquoise now, but we need to get Bob out and dry that off first. All hail the mighty Bob! Eardrums! Sorry guys for the hazy mouth headphones! Hunter says Bob lives matter.
Bob lives do matter.
Right, so the reason why we had to do that is because obviously we're applying washes, and now we're going to apply another set of washes. The last thing we want is for the colours to bleed into one another. But Ryan says, Mrs. Frog, Bob's so loud. I was going to give a PSA, but Mrs. Frog was too quick for us. Okay, so with this, you're literally just going to need a little dab of this Hawk Turquoise. It's a really strong pigment colour. This Hawk Turquoise ink's from P3. It's the one that I used for the power coils on plasma guns, and I just used pure Hawk Turquoise ink for that. But what we're going to do is get a load of water on your brush, and we're going to water that right down. A bit more water. You're looking for like a 2-to-1 mix with this. All we're wanting to do is to just tint that's it, and then take most of the paint off your brush. We're just wanting to tint the hands and, well, the skin really, with this like ethereal glow. So it looks good to me. So you're just going to do the skin, you're not going to do the hair itself. Hunter, poor Hunter, had max volume on. Best satisfaction scene, like the Emperor's Children. Yeah, that was ear rape of another level. That's it. So we're not looking at, we're just looking at shading it on, so don't worry about not getting very much paint on there. We're not wanting a lot of blue. So just come here. So I'm just wiping some of the paint off with my thumb on here. There we go, that's the sort of colour that we're looking for on there. So don't be afraid to use your fingers to wipe any excess paint off, guys. So we're just looking at ever so slightly tinting the blue on there. It's not rear rape if you agree to it. It's it's surprise decibels. Savage. NBT, word up. Yes, not there. Welcome in.
Got it on my hair.
That's okay, don't worry about it. It just gives like that ethereal glow.
I'm getting under a hair to do a chest.
Good luck. Yeah, you can't paint everything with a size 3 brush. Sometimes you have to go for the smaller ones. Yeah, that's looking pretty damn sweet. Yeah, Ryan, this red would look pretty damn good for your diamond patterns. The only issue is because it's contrast paint. Obviously, it flows quite easily, but we covered that yesterday in terms of like the describing. So you can still get a nice thin, crisp edge even with contrast paints. got like about 50 just next to you.
She's got a very blue cleavage.
Any one of those. Yeah, there we go. So I've got all of the different inks from Army Painter and from Privateer Press, but this this turquoise ink is one that I use more than anything else. They do a green as well, so you could do like an ethereal glow with this using the green instead of the blue, but I quite like the blue tinge on there. What do you guys think so far? Let's get that face done as well.
In what colour?
The blue as well. Alvin Richard, yes. Hello, a bit late to the party, but that's looking lovely. Alvin, forgive me if I'm wrong. Was it yourself that came from the Philippines from last time round? Ryan's doggle's back and she wants a treat, so you might have to go soon. Oh, bless you.
Hey, Doggle. Good.
Singapore, there we go. I do apologise. I knew it was from, yeah. Oh, I was trying to look really good in terms of remembering where all my viewers came from.
It's alright, you remembered a continent.
That's awful. That's like saying, oh yeah, you come from Germany and you're actually from England, or, you know, Spain and you're actually... No, they're a million miles away. Singapore is beautiful. I can't see it. There we go, that's better. Just keep it there. I'm just going to try and get... It's bugging me, the fact that it's not 100% focused on that. I'm trying to use the manual focus. Let's try using the autofocus. Let's not try using the autofocus. There we go, that's better now. Down one. There we go. Perfect. Apply. Okay. Cool. There we go. So let's crack on. Right, what have we got left to do? So we've done the... we're going to go for a pure soft tone wash on the brown and the red this time. So get your soft tone back out. So we're not going to water this down now, but we're doing more of a close-up wash on it. So we're definitely going to use this on the brown to shade it. So we're going to go all over the brown, and then on the red we're just going to use it to go into the cracks and crevices and provide a bit more shading. Get the cane. Oh no, what is it from he rubs the lotion on the skin or else he gets the cane again. Hunter says, I forgot to tell you the Warriors of Chaos was your fit. Oh, lovely. Yeah, we're trying to get Mrs. Frog into the AOS, hence why we've got these. She's got demonettes as well, but she doesn't want to do her demonettes. No,
it's so, I don't want to do them. I want you to put them together for me. I want to throw them across the room.
Yeah, see? So she's quite, yeah, they were quite difficult to put together. Just come down a smidge on there. There we go, perfect. Alvin says, what colour are we going to do the hair? We may leave the hair. So what we've done with the hair is we've washed it with Apothecary White. So it has some shading in there as well. I quite like the idea of like the pure white hair on there. So we pre-shaded the model anyway, using just white and grey spray paint. So grey spray paint on the underneath of it, and then like a zenithal highlight on top with just using normal white spray paint.
What do you want me to do with the red?
So round where it joins the brown.
Mm-hmm.
So on this bottom part, just here. So you're just going to ever so lightly run the brush with the paint on there, and it's going to go into the cracks around the brown. God, 24 lashes in Singapore, really? Oh yeah, Alvin says caning's still a thing. They believe it. I believe they actually just did it to a British guy for drug offences. Really, they gave a guy in caning in,
I think I read that
in Singapore. Bloody hell! Oh, no worries at all, Hunter. Thank you so much. Just bring it up a tad. We're halfway out of the frame. There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. We've got one more step after this, and then we're pretty much done.
Her sword hasn't got anything in it.
No, not yet. So on the sleeves, so can you see on her sleeves where, like the inside of her sleeves, does that make sense? That bit there, and then she's got the same on the other one as well. So we're going to hit that with the wash as well. Not there, but trying says it's a shame it's not a paddler. You'd be right over there with a barrel of extra. Oh, you're so kinky, NBT. Yes, Mystic Trooper, hello there, welcome in. Sorry I missed you to start off with. Buenos noches. Or buenos nachos. Yeah. Mr. Frog, how would you base a ghostly mini? To be fair, as lightly as possible. You don't want to do it too dark. You want to go with like a medium grey and upwards in terms of the basing. So we might cover that in a second. Let's have a butcher's. Yeah, so you could go back over the brown with the soft tone again. Are you using? Isn't that the watered down one that you're using?
No.
Okay, so go over it quite thickly. Go over the brown quite thickly. We're trying to pick up all that detail. To be fair, Keith, it's the same in Thailand as well. Thailand, they were just as hot on cleanliness and tidiness. We went there for they have Songkran, which happens every year. So every year for the Thai New Year, they have a massive water fight. So if you imagine the entire of Thailand is just one massive water fight, it's amazing. And we were right in the city centre in Bangkok, in Silom, which is the gay quarter pretty much. It's right next to it, in the banking district, and there were hundreds of thousands of people out on the street. So there were, plastic bottles and all sorts just littering the road. And then once 5 o'clock came and everybody finished up, then there was armies of people coming to clear everything up. And within the space of an hour, you wouldn't have even noticed that there were 100,000 people on the streets beforehand. It was amazing. Oh, not a problem at all, Ryan. Ryan's got to go with his doggle.
See you later, Ryan. And Poppy.
See you later. And Puppy as well. Mrs. Frog says, Ryan says, Mrs. Frog, that looks fantastic.
Oh, thanks, Ryan.
Yes, Alvin Songkran. I've got a video up of it as well. Yeah, you don't want to get in trouble in Thailand, you'll just disappear. True story. Brilliant, looks good. Are you happy with that so far, Mrs. Frog?
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad, not bad. Right, the last thing we need to do is hit it with some null oil, some black wash.
Getting Bob out.
Yes, please. Cover your ears, guys, or pull your earbuds out.
We
We've
are
got
bobbing.
bobbing.
Bobbing along on the bottom of the beautiful briny sea.
Less singing, more blowing.
Bobbing along, singing a song on the bottom of the beautiful
No problem, MDH. Hurry up.
Hunter says max volume all.
There we go. Ricky Bobby. Oh my god. Talladega Nights. Yes, boy. Right, okay, so now we've done that. The null oil shade is going all over the black. Right, let's have a look, Gigio. So, Carnival. De Ivera. The Battle of the Oranges. Is a festival in northern Italy of Ivera, which includes the tradition of throwing oranges between organised groups. It's the world's largest food fight in Italy and the surrounding countries. Oh wow! I bet that smells delicious. Have you been there, Gigio? Just bring the model slightly around. Disappointed. Oh, they were all trying to blow out their speakers with Bob. Perfect. We're almost there, guys. So let's get Mrs. Frog after this. We'll hit it one more time with Bob, and then we'll go ahead and base the miniature. Gigio says no, but I know a person that goes there every. Yeah, we always wanted to go to the tomato festival, the tomato throwing one. But I think having seen that one, the Battle of the Oranges, I think that's going to smell a hell of a lot nicer. So maybe we go there instead. Kind of hard to explain in text, but if you search Hercules ref, let's do it. Oh no, that comes up with the Breitling Hercules. Watch.
Close your ears, guys. Bobbing.
Can you imagine an orange being thrown at full speed? Oh yeah, that's a point. Yeah, Alvin, that's in England.
Just thought about the cheese rolling festival.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The rolling the cheese down the hill. That's not too far away from us. It's on Cooper's Hill, in Gloucester. Gloucestershire. To be sure, they got to be farmers to work there, though.
To be sure's Irish. Anyway, next.
So we're finished. We're done.
We've not got anything on the weapon.
Oh, the weapon. Oh, crap. Yeah. Go for the pig iron from P3. Oh, original says that the mic's automatically muting the volume of Bob after a second or two. I set the attack function for it for a set of decibels. So that's really good to know that it's actually kicking in. Yeah, the Cooper's Hill cheese rolling. There's been deaths, paralysis, broken arms, but that's nothing compared to the Shrove Tuesday rugger game that happens round the corner from us. Wife, what's it called again? Where's the town?
Oh, I don't know what you're on about.
The Shrove Tuesday football game.
No idea.
Where the two towns come together and fight for a day, or for a couple of days.
Still have no idea what you're talking about.
Ashbourne, literally round the corner from us. Guys, look up Royal Shrove Tide football match. That happens over the water from us in Ashbourne.
Is the hilt in this as well?
Yes, yeah, we're doing it all a bit metal. So Shrove Tide football, and it's where two towns come together and then they fight for a football. And the idea is to get it into the opposing goal, but it lasts for a couple of days. And honestly, it's just like one big fight. There are people there with broken bones and all sorts. Shop windows get smashed. It's just like a big fight that happens for a couple of days. Alvin Sounds says, well, like metal AF, it's like war with a ball. It's like a mosh pit with a ball. So you get some member of the royal family turn up with the ball and they start it off, or like a royal or somebody really important starts off by throwing the ball, and then the game doesn't stop until a goal's scored. Yeah, it's like Blood Bowl, but with 100 people on each team. It's a fun day out unless you get caught in the middle of it. So you basically aren't allowed to claim if you get injured. So you can be a spectator, but if the ball comes towards you, then you best get out the way or you're going to be joining in, one or t'other. Yeah, it's just like a massive battle between the two villages that hasn't stopped for about 250 years, and it happens every year. So they put a couple of rules next to it, invited some bigwigs, and now it's a legal thing. Oh, sorry, Alvin, I missed that. Yes, scale 75. Keith is a big lover of it. Yeah, she's looking very tasty. Cool. Done.
Are we doing anything else with the hat?
We can do if you want.
Can we make it a little darker?
Yep.
Still keep that main colour, but just some like black running colours.
Okay. Well, in that case then, let's get your null oil out. And if you're still wanting to keep the majority of this, but just have it running into the recesses, so grab some of the null oil, put it onto your colour palette. And then all you're going to do is just add a dab of water to it. Mystic says, for the Emperor, but spelt it wrong.
All over again.
Yes, yeah. There we go. And so the more we water it down, the more translucent it's going to be. So that's a pretty decent way to go. And it's just going to run into the cracks and give a bit more definition on there. Oh, okay. We'll come. Oh, it's the first today. So yeah, I should get my money through, and then I'll be able to get some scale 75. So I get my Patreon money at the beginning of every month, and then I go ahead and buy some stuff from the Patreon stuff. So last month the Patreons paid for the new lighting setup and the camera. So this time round we can get some really nice paints as well. And we need some more models as well, don't we? Because we're starting to run out of models for the painting tutorials. Yes, I don't use Citadel metallics at all. In fact, I tell a lie, the only Citadel metallic I use is Retributor Gold. I mean, I have 20, 30 different metallics from GW, but I use P3 metallics. I just find them a really nice mix. The pig iron is the one that I use more than anything else. That's this one just here. So P3 stands for Privateer Press Paints. P3.
That's better. See, I have the best ideas.
There we go, lovely. Do you want a baser? Ah, but Alvin, you can buy it online. Howdy, Sinister. JJ's in the chat. Okay, so we need my super glue just down. I can't down there. That's it. And then also you're gonna need. Whoops, sorry guys, apologies.
Look, I've been waiting for me to stick my fingers together with super glue.
Get me pots of sand out.
Oh.
Alvin says it's looking really nice, Mrs. Frog.
Thank you.
Nostradamus. For the Empire rushes against Warriors of Chaos in a forest outnumber you 1 to 5 and you're a single human. But hey, you got Legolas in the team. But they have a bloodthirster. Yeah, all the wizards. All of the wizards. See if you're undead or orcs, then you don't worry about the... let's just bring that into the centre so they can see. There we go. So this is the sand that I collected, the pot of sand that I collected when I was 18 years old. You having fun there, Mrs. Frog? Sinister, we're JJ. We are painting a tomb banshee from AOS. So Mrs. Frog is on the decks tonight. She's in charge of the paintbrushes. So Alvin, you were asking how I do the bases for like all the undead stuff. So what I have here is I have my cheat. I've got an old pot of snakebite leather contrast that was half full, and then I've gone ahead and added well, I've topped it back up with water so it has 50% contrast and 50% water, and I find that's a perfect mix for doing the bases. Oh yeah, no, I know, Hunter. It was the Chaos Online or Warhammer Online trailer with the elves going through the woods. I know it well. Mark of Chaos trailer, there we go. She's looking good.
Was he bobbing?
No. So the reason why I use super glue is it dries automatically. So it on contact with the sand, it automatically dries. So just grab your where's it gone? Reikland Flesh Shade.
That one you just got out.
Yeah, I got the wrong one out though. I think it's that one. Yeah, it is. There we go. Snakebite leather. So, and then you're just going to paint that all over it. That sand is strange. It looks like the flower we use. Polenta taranga. Taranga. Polenta taranga. Yeah, it's got so it's from a beach on the south coast, and the sand's quite coarse. So it's not from the south coast of England, but the sand's quite coarse. Ha! In fact, if any of you guys get a commission from me, it'll end up having this sand on there. How hilarious is that? That sand's probably gone all over the world. It's the sand I use for all my commission pieces, you see. But it just provides a really nice texture. It's not too coarse, and it's not too fine either.
That bottom bit isn't painted. Just go over that in black.
No, you go over it with this colour. Because it's like a rock. Keith, I tried to do this except with PVA glue, and my shade reacted with the glue. This is why I use super glue, boys.
Okay.
Done. Perfect. Bit more, maybe. Just around the edges. Yeah, that's cool. Can you see in the centre of it, as you're looking at it? There we go, grab a bit more of it. So what the contrast and water will do is, as soon as it hits the sand will almost pull it out of the brush. So you want to be quite generous with it. Ha! JJ says no painted nails, despicable. I know, right?
I had to chop them off so I could write my essays. They were too long to type with.
Yeah, she had to cut her nails down, and she doesn't like having painted nails when they're short.
And that
so
one snapped.
she's growing them back again.
Okay.
Yep. Bob.
Bob!
Oh, original. So you'll be pleased to note I had a notification from my supplier that my D&D miniatures should be here by the 4th, which I believe is Friday. So fingers crossed they'll be here in time for F About Friday. So next up, the XV88, my favourite brush, favourite paint. That one's starting to dry out, so you're going to need to hit the bottom of the pot. You can't shake it because it's almost dry. It's almost at the end. So you just need to get on.
Ah, I've stuck my finger in. Oh, look like I've got poo fingers.
Mrs. Frog's got poo fingers. Oh, don't do that. Just stick it. Oh, there was a clean bit of artist's paper. She's gone and wiped her finger all over it.
Is this dry brushing?
No. Oh my god, what are you doing to that? Let me get a fresh pot out. Apologies guys, I've just got to go into my bag of tricks.
I'm wrecking his brushes, guys.
Yeah,
It's
she's
not the
absolutely
artist paper.
destroying them. There we go, brand new paint for you. It's XV88. Let's chuck that one away.
That's no better.
Oh my god. Don't tell me we're out of XV88. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the... There we go, there's another one.
That's better.
There we go. Yeah, I probably have about 3 or 4 of every single paint on there. So we're just going to paint, we're going to overbrush. So you know the difference between overbrushing and dry brushing, right? So we're going to overbrush the sand, and we're going to paint around the edge of the base.
What was the overbrushing then?
So overbrushing is using the flat of the brush and just, rather than dry brushing, which is back and forth really quickly with not a lot of paint
Like
on.
that.
Yep. overbrushing is just brushing over the top of the model. Perfect. So we're just going to go over the sand with the XV88.
Sorry guys, he's still rummaging under the bed.
No, I'm just putting everything back so I don't trip over it. Jackson Groder! Groder has a first name. It's Jackson. Welcome in, Groder. Sinister says we did it wrong. Don't like sand because it's coarse and rough and it's annoying and it gets everywhere. That is true, but it provides a really good texture that you can build up on the base. I showed these guys earlier in fact, Mrs. Frog, just whilst you're doing that, let me just show you guys. So this base here was done with the sand, and you can build up a really nice texture using super glue and sand. So you can almost use the sand for modelling with super glue. Mr. Frog, do you have toe protection on? I don't, but if she runs over my feet, she's going to be in trouble.
I reckon we're due some revenge, aren't we, guys?
No! Star Wars ref. No. I don't know. If it was a Star Wars ref, it was completely by accident. Yeah, Alvin, the very first stream we ever did, it was a fantastic stream right up until the last seconds of the stream, where I rolled the chair backwards and ran it over Mrs. Frog's feet. And if you watch stream number 1, at the very end, you hear Mrs. Frog yelp, me look across and go, oop, gotta go guys, because I ran over Mrs. Frog's feet. So it's like an ongoing joke now. Just move the model slightly up towards there we go. Done. Mrs. Frog torture. Yeah, worse than pulling out toenails, methinks. Cool. And then the last thing we're going to do is just a light overbrush of Xandri dust, and then we're done. And you, Mrs. Frog, have done your model! Yay! Alvin, I even managed to catch the update stream. Yes! Oh, good lad. Yeah, I think I took the update stream down now. Bless her. Yeah, the update stream was literally just to say, Mrs. Frog is fine. And then off I went. Awesome sauce, guys. So we are almost done. Mrs. Frog, how have you found this?
Quite right, this one.
You did? Better than the Necron you did last week?
Yeah, I didn't like the Necron.
Yeah, Mrs. Frog upset a whole load of people when she turned around and went, they're easy. You didn't mean easy, did you?
No, just had expert tuition, but it wasn't for me. I think I'm more of a fantasy girl.
Are you really? What, the flowing cloaks and all this, that and the other? Oh, Keith, you'll be happy. Keith's got somebody to play against, although you're both doing Nighthorn armies.
And in opposite ends of the world.
And you're up. Yes, that is true as well. Hive says, all hail the fantasy fan. Yeah, boy. Or ma'am.
That's dry. Will it be dry?
Yeah, it should be. It's not like inks, it's just like a layer. It's not bad for your first model, my dear.
What do you reckon, guys?
Alvin says, this is so lovely, a nice little paint in the chat. Oh, yeah. Gizio says, an hour and 20 minutes is the longest stream yet. I think it is, actually. It's probably just because Mrs. Frog paints slow. But it's been a nice little insert triggered sound. Necrons are easy and boring. Yeah, I know, right? I felt so bad for Mrs. Ritz when Mrs. Frog said that.
No malice was meant. It was an innocent comment, in all fairness.
You are using a very easy colour scheme in comparison with Mrs. Ritz, though,
Exactly.
as well. Keith says, very nice, Mrs. Frog. It rocks. Do you want to add a little tuft of grass just to finish it all off?
We need a name, guys. So something the Banshee.
We had Hennessy the Banshee.
That doesn't rhyme.
All right.
The mountain.
Yeah, the mountain tufts. I think that was MDH's. Banshee, Hennessy. It does rhyme.
Tweezers.
Yeah, good luck finding the tweezers. I had a bit of a tidy up before. They're on a sculpting box. I think.
One of the small ones or a medium one?
Groda says, one of the smaller ones. Groda says, Boofy. Boofy the Banshee.
Boofy the Banshee.
Well, you've got Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so would it not just be a version on that? Boofy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, yes. Your mum says Susie and the Banshees was a band in the 80s. Well, perhaps this is Susie and the rest of her clan are the Banshees. Keith says it was spelt Sioux, as in Sioux the American Indians. Siouxie. Good call, Mom, says Keith to your mom. Like it. Love it.
Cool.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Do you want to put... That's it. Let's just give her a... There we go, boys and girls. So this may well be the first of Mrs. Frog's fantasy army. We'll put photos up on Instagram so you can check it all out as well. But I really like that. I really like the effect of the cloak as well, with the pre-shading. That looks really nice, because it looks really bright up on this side, even just on eye level as well. And then when it goes round here, it's got the natural dark tones on there because we've done it from the grey. So that's a very nice, quick and easy pro tip then, guys. So if you wanted to paint them nice and easy, do the pre-shades and it comes out something like this. This has just been using contrast. We've done no layering or washes or glazes or anything. Sorry, we've done washes. So it's just been with contrast, paint and washes to achieve this effect. Sinister says it looks pretty.
Ah.
Cool. Right then. So, as Gizio mentioned, it's been our longest stream so far. So thank you to everybody who's come in and watched. We're going to take a short break. Well, I say a short break. It's going to be a 20-hour break, but we'll be back tomorrow. For those of you who...
Tomorrow, possibly with special guests.
Oh.
Possibly. We won't say any more than that at the moment.
Guests in plural? I only
Well,
know.
no, guest.
Guest, singular. Yeah. We'll get him on the face cam. Echo and the Bunnymen. Yeah, so thank you very much, everybody, for sticking around. I will be on the Patreon chat on Discord after this. Obviously, this video will be up in the YouTube ether for those who missed the start of it, if you want to watch it again from the start.
And I'll take photos of this little lady and post her up on my Instagram. If you're not already following me, it's Mrs. Frog. So give me a follow.
No worries.
Shameless plug for watching me for an hour and a half.
Yeah, absolutely. You've done well. Right, guys, thank you so much. Check out the videos. I've just released a new one on green stuffing hair and beards where it all goes horribly wrong. And I still keep it in the video for you guys, but it gives you some heads up on how to use green stuff. Other than that, same frog time, same frog place.
Why not?
See you all tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, TTYL, boys and girls. Thank you very much. Take care, one
Bye.
and all. Bye for now.